Here we are, my friends. Day 100 of the 100-day vlog challenge that I set for myself, that I've taken action on, that I've dominated, that I've learned from, that I've grown from, that I've found opportunities to improve and become more self-aware about. And I've certainly recognized things, certain characteristics of myself and about just life generally that have really put me in a better position to improve and hopefully give more value to more people along the way. So number one, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to anybody who's paid attention to these videos. Even if this is your very first video you've watched of my 100-day challenge, I want to say thank you for your time and your attention, because certainly I started on this venture just to take action and do something and hit record and get video content out to people in a way that I thought would be helpful and valuable. And I made the decision that even if one single person did not watch a single one of the videos I put out, I felt that I could learn from doing these videos and improve just by taking action. And lo and behold, more than one person paid attention. I think it was two of you, so no, I'm just kidding. More than two people paid attention on a regular basis, and I've had great feedback, and I really appreciate the people who have reached out and told me how much value that you received from some of the videos that I shared. I got personal messages from people who made the comment that this was something they really needed to hear one day, or one video in particular that really energized them, or they were feeling really down and they just needed to be reminded about, there are challenges, but we can make decisions to get ourselves out of a certain state of mind and start to take action and move forward and move away from those bad feelings or those bad states of being. And I've certainly been very energized by those comments and that feedback, and I just want to say thank you for your authentic engagement with me throughout this process. It's been a roller coaster, certainly. I started it 100 days ago and didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know what it would be like at the other end, and it seems like just yesterday that I was sitting right back here and I pressed record on the camera and said, listen, I'm hitting record. I'm doing a 100-day challenge. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know exactly what it's going to look like. Don't know exactly what's going to come out from it, but I'm doing it. I'm taking action. I'm making that decision, and I'm going to move forward and make progress along the way and hopefully improve myself so that I can give back more value to as many people as possible. So it's been fun. I've had certainly a lot of emotions. There have been times and days that I've struggled, and certainly there are days that I didn't feel like doing the video, or certain things came up in my life and just didn't feel in the right state to really share that kind of exciting value that I really wanted to be able to give to people. But at the end of the day, you got authentically me. You got authentic JJ Peller sharing these videos every single day for the past 100 days. And I think the benefit of that is, none of this was BS. None of this was me putting on a face and not being me. You maybe sensed in certain videos that I wasn't totally up and energized and ready to rock and roll. I did my best to get myself in that state of being, and state of mind, and state of emotion so that I could deliver as much value as possible. But certainly some videos were better than others. Some deliveries were better than others. And that's just a matter of fact of how life went. But no matter what, I got myself as ready as possible to deliver. That was one of the things I took away from this, was the fact that no matter what happened, no matter what the circumstances of the day, I pressed record and I shared the video. And I stayed committed to the thing that I told myself and told you that I was going to commit to, 100-day vlog challenge. So I've got 3 things that I want to share with you that I really thought were important takeaways for me from the 100 days. Actually, I think there are probably over 100 different things that I took away from this that I would love to share with you at some point down the road, that I thought were very important self-awareness aspects that I gained. But just for this video, I'm going to share 3 things that I really took away. And I'm going to go in reverse order. So number 1, I think, is the most important point. Let's start with number 3. Number 3 is this. If there's any kind of work you're doing, whether it's to be able to provide a product or service or some type of valuable content for other people, the only way that you can get that product or service or content out to other people is to build an audience and have an audience to share that with, to share that valuable content, information, product, service with, right? So in order to get that value out, whatever your unique gift is that you're trying to get out to more people, we've got to build an audience. Whether that's using social media or out networking or phone calls or LinkedIn, whatever it is, we have to build an audience. And I think what I found from my videos is the most effective way to quickly build deep, long-term type relationships with people and building that kind of audience for a long-term intent is to just be authentically you, number one, and number two, to do that consistently. I'm sure you've seen it. There's so many people on Instagram or individuals on Instagram who are, or any social media for that matter, sharing content that's not theirs, that's really not authentically them. Maybe it's just a quote, maybe it's a picture of a famous person, and really trying to share value by not being them. And how often do you really pay attention to those? Maybe once in a while you feel inspired by a quote with a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio. I know I am. Leo's my man. But truthfully, when I look at any kind of content, any type of individual who's trying to sell or share value through products, services, and content, I don't know about you, but I feel most connected to the people who are just totally authentic, and I can sense that they're just being them. And that at the end of the day, they just want to share and create and help other people however they can, and in their particular way, with their particular product or service. So I would say be authentically you no matter what, as you're trying to build that audience, because if you try to be somebody else or you're not totally who you are, people, number one, will pick up on it and then be turned off by it. And number two, even if they do connect with you in a way because you do have a good product or service, long term, that audience is not going to stick with you if you're not truly being authentic, because at some point the wheels are going to fall off and people are going to recognize you for who you really are. And if you're not being really who you are, then you're going to lose that audience, or at least a portion of that audience. So I would say number one, which is actually number 3 on my list, but my first point here, be authentically you consistently. Every single time you come out with content, every single time that you're sharing a product or value with other people, be you. Be authentically you. My second point, and I a little bit alluded to this a few minutes ago in this video, it's a rocky road to the top. And I'm not insinuating that by video 100 I'm at the top, but I'm at the end of my challenge. I'm at the end of this particular journey. And it certainly, not by any means, has been a smooth, easy, uphill climb, right? That's just not how the journey goes. And I think I initially, and a lot of people are probably this way too, maybe you are, we're hesitant to take action because we feel like we're going to make regressions along the way. We're going to make progress and it's going to be great, and we're going to move forward and towards those goals, but then sometimes we're going to fall back. And we're afraid of that. We're afraid of putting in so much time and effort and energy just to fall back along the way. And I want to encourage you that you shouldn't be turned off or afraid of that. In fact, I think that's really a point of growth, and that's been a point of growth for me over these 100 days of videoing. Because now if you look at the first few videos that I did versus the last few videos that I've done, I think it's been a huge improvement. My delivery's been better. My intensity, my energy's been better more consistently. The lighting clearly has been better, so the quality of video has been better. Just a lot of things and aspects of the video that I've put out have been better, and I've improved along the way. That being said, the journey was more like, it was very choppy, right? For example, there was one day that our electricity went out, and it was evening, and I had to do my video because I committed to doing a video every single day. And without electricity, I had no light, and it was dark outside. This was back in the winter, obviously. So I went outside, and I stood in the cold, and it was terrible lighting, and I was freezing, but I delivered. I made the video. I produced the video, and I shared it. I didn't come up with an excuse like, oh, this is a crap video. My last 10 were so much better. This is, I'm falling behind by putting out this bad video. But the fact of the matter is I learned, and I grew, and I improved. So every single time that we take action, we have the opportunity to learn and grow and improve. It doesn't necessarily mean your delivery or your performance is going to be better every single time. Now that's the idea, but we cannot be turned off by the fact that there will be times that our performance lacks. And those are the times we have to learn from. We have to ask ourselves, why did my performance lack? Why did I not improve? Why have I not consistently gone up? So we can learn from those times and then move forward and get even more growth from ourselves to be able to deliver and give back even more value to the people that we're sharing that value with. So be encouraged by the fact that it's going to be a choppy road in anything that you do. And there are going to be times that we make regressions and we fall back, and it seems like, well, gosh, I'm making all this progress, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back kind of mentality. But the fact of the matter is, even if you take a step back, you're still going to ultimately be moving in the right direction as long as you keep moving forward, right? Even if you fall back once, get back up and keep going and move forward and learn from it and make improvements. So I encourage you to not be afraid of the fact that there are going to be ups and downs in whatever journey you're going on, and that's one thing I learned. So I think the other point I want to make for you here in this exact second position of it's not always going to be easy and it's not always going to look exactly like you perceive it in your mind. You know, I made a 100-day vlog challenge, and I was going to, for 100 straight days, do a video every single day. And for the most part, I did. There were only 2 days that I fell off. Number one was within the first, I think it was 3 weeks in, I started doing a show, if you recall, called Truck Talk with Zach. And we had done our second episode of Truck Talk, and we did many different recordings that day and posted other videos. So the next morning after I woke up on a Sunday morning, we did Truck Talk episode 2 on a Saturday. Sunday morning I woke up and I freaked out. I realized I didn't do my video for my vlog challenge. I did all these other videos and I just assumed I had done it, but I didn't. But instead of saying, well, gosh, you know, the 100-day challenge blew up, it's over, I took action. I said, okay, I'm going to just move on from where I was. So whatever day that was, I just did it on Sunday and I moved forward from there. And so I encourage you to recognize, even when you trip or slip up or fall, you just have to get back up and keep going and make the most of wherever you are and learn from it. And the other one, I have to admit, the second time in this 100-day challenge that I didn't do my video was traveling back from Hawaii. I don't want this to sound like an excuse, but I do want to point out the times that I didn't stick to my daily vlog. We were coming back, and with the time change being 4 hours, we traveled home, and I recognized that we started the travel on a Tuesday, and by the time we got home, it was a Wednesday, and I didn't take time during the travel session to do a video. So that was the other time that I didn't stick to my consecutive days. Other than that, I did 100 days of videoing. So in essence, I got 100 videos in 102 days, which I'm extremely happy with, and I've learned a ton from again. So here's my last point, and I think this is the most important one. Bad execution is better than picture perfect ideas. Bad execution is better than picture perfect ideas. Ideas are a dime a dozen, right? We have conversations all the time with friends or acquaintances who have these brilliant ideas like, I'm going to change the world. Like, this is the idea I have. Gosh, I'm going to do this one day, make so much money on this idea. And then they do absolutely nothing. Nothing. They take absolutely no action, and every single time you talk with them, they come up with a new idea that they say, gosh, if somebody could just do this one thing, they would be phenomenal. They would be amazing. I would live my dreams if I could do this one idea. And they envision it over and over and over again, but they never take action. I would say this, when I started, my videos were crap. You might even say today that they're crap, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is you just have to take action and keep it simple. Because complexity, as I've said before, is the enemy of execution, and execution is the only way that we can make progress towards our goals. So even if you're executing in a way that's not top of the line, even if it's not even good, it's mediocre at best, taking that action and executing and doing it over and over and over again will help you become better and improve the way you work and behave and act. And ultimately that execution and that action that you're doing will improve. You will get better. I can't tell you how quickly and how swiftly you'll improve, but you will improve. Just look at my first few videos and then look at my last few videos of my 100-day challenge, and you will recognize the difference in quality, the difference in delivery of my presentations and my message. So be encouraged by this. Even if you have no clue what it's going to look like, even if you have no clue what the action is going to lead to, even if you have no idea how good you're going to be in what you do, if you care about it enough, you care about what you're doing, you care about the value that you will share with other people through whatever it is that you're wanting to do it. Don't let fear get in your way. I can tell you that one day, after several months of having different conversations with people about doing video messages instead of typing out a blog or doing X, Y, or Z, I wanted to do videos, and I had so many people telling me that, just press record, use your phone. You don't have to have an entire studio. Just set up your phone, press record, and give your message. I finally made the decision to take action because I was just sick and tired of not taking that action and not making progress, but just living in my head instead of executing. So I encourage you with this, whatever you want to do, whatever action you want to take, whatever behavior that you're looking forward to doing, do it right now. Make the decision and start. And you will improve. You will make progress. You will end up in a better position tomorrow and the next day and the next week and the next month and next year than you would be if you just keep waiting. You keep staying in your head. Take action. Last couple things I want to say. I want to encourage you to do your own 100-day challenge, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be video blogs. It could be 100 days of eating fruits and vegetables, or 100 days of not eating candy, or 100 days of reaching out to a new person every single day to make a better connection with another friend, or to build current relationships. Every single day you're going to make a phone call to a family member or a friend that you already have and start to build up that relationship and talk to people and tell people how much you care about them. Or maybe it is a 100-day vlog challenge. Maybe you say, gosh, I'm inspired by this, Jay. I'm going to take action. That's awesome. I highly encourage you to do something right now. Whether you've been watching all of these videos or this is the first one, clearly there's something about the reason that you've paid attention for the past 16 and a half minutes and you're feeling encouraged, you're feeling inspired, and you know there's something you want to do. There's something you really care about, some type of value that you want to share with more people. Do it. Make it happen right now. Write down in your journal. Press pause. Stop listening to this. Press pause. Write down in your journal what you're going to do and take action. Keep it simple and then act. Execute. Do it over and over, consistently, authentically you. And just know that you're going to trip up along the way, and it happens. You just have to get up. You have to learn from it. You have to grow and keep moving and pushing forward. Last thing. I want to mention that when you take action, some really awesome things can happen from that action. If you recall back on day 10, vlog day 10, I decided to do a quick interview with Zach because I thought, gosh, after 9 days of a video blog, people have to be tired of listening to just me, right? So Zach and I had a conversation, and it turned into what we called Truck Talk. We did 3 episodes of Truck Talk, and now we're working very aggressively and intensely and passionately on creating a new show where we're interviewing people from across the country. We've already lined up interviews, actually not just across the country, across the world. We've lined up interviews with people from San Diego to California, other places in California, Nashville, New York, other places in Indiana, right here in Northwest Indiana, and over in London. We're making great connections with really interesting, unique people who have a great message to share, and we want to dig it up. We want to get that message out to more people, and we're excited about it. So I'll tell you this, it's a very exciting time that I'm wanting to get involved with Zach on this show, and we're going to create it, and we're going to share even more value with more people. And I got to tell you, I don't think I would have, maybe we would have connected on it at some point down the road, but the fact of the matter is, by taking action with this 100-day vlog, you know, Zach and I connected in a way that allowed us to now be in a position to do this show that we really think is going to share a ton of value with a ton of people, and we're looking forward to it. So my point is this. When you take action, good things happen. When you take action, good things happen. And when good things happen and you keep taking action, great things happen. And they will. I can promise you that. If you're relentless, if you're consistently, authentically you, and you just execute and you do it, and you keep doing it, and you keep taking action, good things will happen. You will break through. You will achieve the goals that you want to achieve, and you will share more value with more people than you ever thought possible, and you'll feel it. You'll appreciate it. You'll be glad you did it. I can tell you I am very glad that I did this 100-day challenge, and I'm also kind of glad that now I can move on from it and do some other things and really start to build myself up more and be able to give back more value to more people, whatever it looks like going forward. So don't think I'm going away. The 100-day vlog challenge is over, but I'm still going to be coming at you with some more value through the videos that I share, especially Instagram. So find me at JJ Peller on Instagram. That's where I share usually daily messages and content that I think is helpful. It's either entertaining, inspiring, empowering, or it's just the message, ideas that I want to share with you that I think could be helpful in whatever path you're pursuing. So I hope you've enjoyed these 100 days. I have. And I'm excited for what you're going to do now going forward. I'm excited for whatever 100-day challenge you're going to set for yourself. And let me know. Send me a message, whether it's a text, give me a phone call. Let me know what you're doing. Comment below, or keep me posted. Keep me in the loop. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what's happening going forward. I'm excited that this 100-day challenge happened. I'm excited that one day I just made the decision to press record and take action, even if it was sloppy and not even very good. Because here we are, 102 days later. I've wrapped up the 100-day vlog challenge, and I feel so good about it. Have fun. Be awesome.